good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Oh, my buttons didn't work and we're off. We're doing 9 kph. No, we're doing 10 kph because it's only 5k tonight. I'll get going in a second. I've just got to get chat set up. But we'll be there in 2 seconds. Bear with me. Hope you're all alright. Hope you had a good day today. Amanda says hello. Jeff Partridge says good evening all. Tiago says good evening. Amy Green is in the house. It was Amy Green's birthday yesterday. She was only 63 years old, as far as I'm aware. Or she could have been 33, I'm not sure. One of the two. Now, we're doing the 5k loop this evening, which is a nice, easy, short loop. One that we all know very well. Shared it with you. Right, there we go. So, we're off and running. Let me just speed up to 10 kph. Andrew Jackson is in the house. Paul Hayward's in the house. Hello, Paul. Steve Stone is there. Nick Betts has joined us. Hello, Nick. Good to have you with us today. Welcome to Bag That Badge. Amy is still called Birthday Girl on Zwift. Lee Betts says, hi everyone, I'm watching tonight, so have a good run everyone. Thank you, Lee. But I assume that's your husband running, yes? Or your other half running. Tina says, good evening gang. Good evening to you, Tina. Now you might notice somebody next to me. Elsa is not taking part in the live stream today, but she is on the treadmill next to me. She's very keen to try and get a fast park run time on Saturday, so she's doing a little bit of training with me tonight. So if you see somebody on the live stream just out of the corner of the camera, that's who it is. Yeah, Lee says that's my husband running. As I'm off to a cheese and wine evening. Oh, very nice. So Lee's going to have cheese and wine, and she's made her husband run on the treadmill. It's not fair, is it? So Amanda and Tiago and Amy are all just up ahead. So I'm just wondering if I should catch them up. Let me do that. Let me just speed up and catch everybody. Amanda says hi, Elsa. Victoria says hello. Tina says hi, Elsa. Lee Betts says hi, Elsa. Paul Hayward says hi. So yeah, I'm just going to catch up with Amanda and Amy and Tiago. Our other child, Ellis, is currently at about 35,000 feet, somewhere over Where will he be now? Turkey? Jeff Partridge says, come on, cousins, get a move on. Okay, there we are. We are with the gang. Victoria says she's ditched running tonight because she's an emotional wreck because Ellis is so far away. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. I'm sure he's having an absolute whale of a time on the plane. He'll have never been on such a cool plane before, such a big plane, on such a long flight. He'll be playing with the TV screen. He'll be eating all manner of free food. Peanuts. In-flight entertainment. He'll be having a whale of a time. Zookas from Greece has just flown through at 22 kilometers per hour. Right, Paul Deering is in the chat. He says, you well and truly have your hands full for Brighton. Breaking news, Paul is bringing both Carol and Debbie. And now, we all stay somewhere. I think they're all staying not far from our house here. So, remember, if you're coming to Brighton, it is open house here at Shed Quarters on Saturday afternoon, the day before the marathon. We are going to run Park Run Saturday morning. That's the 6th of April. Saturday afternoon, you're more than welcome to come here. Hopefully it'll be a nice day so we can be in the garden. And you can come and have a look at Shed Quarters and exactly how we do things here. We might even do a live stream, you never know. And then Saturday evening, we go to a restaurant for a meal. And then Sunday morning, we all run either the 10K or the marathon in Brighton. Victoria says, I hope you'll cope, Paul. I think he will. I think he'll manage. He just has to keep his head down and not say anything controversial, or he'll get punched from the back seat. We're having Chinese takeaway to celebrate tonight. Elsa passing her grade 2 piano exam and also getting a special award at school today. It's called a Game Changer for doing excellent work. So Elsa got a Game Changer today and also passed her piano exam last week. So Elsa was only 2 marks. She got a merit in her grade 2 piano, but she was only 2 marks away from getting a distinction in her grade 2 piano. So Amy says, well done, Elsa. Leifon did 4.2 kilometres in an hour today, or just under an hour, walking. Well done, Leifon, good job. Lee and Nick won't make it to Park Run because they'll be travelling. But hopefully, maybe you can make it to the open house, or maybe we'll see you at the meal on Saturday evening, which I have not yet booked. So I am planning to book a restaurant, and I will do that. Haven't got round to it yet. Okay, so Lee, they're going to try and make it to Shed Quarters and join us for dinner on Saturday evening. Good. So hopefully we'll have a nice little crowd of people here to have a little look around. I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot to look at. There's 2 treadmills and a white sofa. That's it. It's not going to take long to show you round. So we're already 1.5 kilometres nearly into Bag That Badge today. This is one that most people should have. the 5k loop. What speed are you going at, Elsa? What speed are you going at? Elsa is actually in the run on Zwift. I've logged her into Zwift and she is actually in the run, but she's just taking her own sweet time. And she's also watching YouTube as she's running. Sorry, Netflix as she's running. Bro, 1.5 kilometers in, heart rate is 115 for me. Tina was under the impression that she was getting a tour of our estate. Tina, you can't, unfortunately, you can't go on a tour of the estate because it's closed to the public. We only open it on special occasions, and it does take a good couple of days to make your way around. The lake is so big, and the house, there's so many rooms that it does take a couple of days to get around. But it is only £40 entry fee per day. So it's good value if you ever manage to make it to one of our open days on the estate. Just over a mile done, by the way. 3.5k to go. Tina says she has time. Okay, we'll arrange it. Right, Anthony says, Elsa probably knows more about the 10i than you do, Stephen. Hang on a minute. I ran on it this morning. Listen, I've done at least 30k on that treadmill. Yeah, you can get tour programs as well, Paul. But it's better to download the app on the App Store for the tour of the Cousins estate, because that's actually cheaper than buying the paper copy. The paper copy or the book is £10, but if you buy the app, it's only £5. So the iOS, it's available on iOS and Android. The Cousins Estate Tour app, lots of very interesting historical information about the Cousins Estate. So download that now. Victoria's this is not, well, okay. Victoria says Elsa has been helping Stephen with TikTok. Now, the fact that Victoria has spelled TikTok Ticktock shows how much Victoria knows about TikTok. Yes, Elsa has been helping me with TikTok, but only a bit. I am tech enough, I'm tech savvy enough to be able to work most of it out. Paul Hayward says, is he at grade 2 TikTok yet? I am. I'm definitely grade 2 TikTok, yes. I'm just not grade 5 yet. Anthony says, do you let the animals out for the public to take photos? It's very risky to let lions out to the public. I mean, they're well trained, but I wouldn't let them roam around. I mean, you can view them from behind a glass screen. It's a 2-inch or 3-inch thickened, toughened glass. You can look at them from behind there. Paul Deering. I don't know when Paul Deering was born, but Paul says that Stephen wears a cloak and a pendant and is authorised to shepherd sheep through the town square, don't you know? Right, now I'm going to tell you a story where I used to live many years ago in Sunderland, which, as many of you will know, is in the northeast of England, not far from Newcastle upon Tyne. And it was well known that only a few years before I was born, they used to have sheep were allowed to be shepherded along the main road in the city centre of Sunderland right up until the late 1960s.
John Farrell says, Sunderland, boo. Listen, the way your team are playing at the moment, John, I really wouldn't say very much. Yeah, and right up until relatively recently, sheep, by order of the government, were allowed to be shepherded along the main high street in Sunderland. And there are black and white photos of, it was really quite built up with shops and cars and traffic and people. It wasn't like shepherding them down a little country lane. Paul Hayward says, the lake you mentioned, is it a paddling pool? Come on, Paul. I said it takes a day to walk around. It's enormous. We've got hippo and crocodile living in the lake. You can't swim in the lake. It's very dangerous. Hello, Laurie. Laurie's over in Washington State. She says, hello to everyone. I was hoping to get to run tonight, but too many little things kept happening. Glad I could drop into the stream, though. Thanks, Laurie. She says, I'll be stepping away in a moment for a work call on my day off. Laurie, sort that out. You cannot be doing work calls on your day off. If you have a manager, you need to have a word with him. If you are the manager, you need to learn to take a day off. Right. We're halfway through. Yellow Beacon is halfway through with Amy, Tiago and Amanda. I am assuming that most of you do have this Route Achievement Badge. However, hands up if you don't. Actually, I don't think Amy's got it. I don't think Amy has this badge. Tina says, I'm sure the animals struggle with the fake grass. Okay, well, Tina, obviously, we have fake grass here because this is just our house. But on the estate, obviously, it's real grass. Paul Hayward says, they wouldn't struggle with fake grass if they're fake animals. Tina, says Paul. This is true. Yeah, birthday girl Amy does not have this badge, so she's... because obviously Amy's quite new to Zwift. So she's just learning at the moment. So keep running, Amy, you'll get there. Good work. Libet says, is this a new badge or the same from last week? Well, it's not the same as last week, but this Route Achievement Badge has been available to runners for quite a long time now. So I'm imagining that most people have this badge. We've done it many times before. Anthony says, Amy, how did your birthday go? Did you eat all of your cake? Laurie, talking about working on her day off, she says, but actually, hopefully it's a good call. Keep your fingers crossed for me. The call is with my manager. Okay. Laurie is up either for a promotion or a raise. Fingers crossed. Laurie gets an extra $5,000 on her pay packet and is made assistant manager today. 3 kilometres done, just over 2 to go of the 5k loop here on Zwift for another Bag That Badge episode. Amy did eat all her cake. She says it was tasty. And Laurie says a happy belated birthday to Amy. John Farrell says he was meant to run tonight, but he's been messing with his, and then motorbikes in the garage. Messing with motorbikes in the garage. Well, John, now if you buy a ticket to tour the Cousins estate one of the highlights of the tour is a huge hangar full of vintage motorbikes and cars from yesteryear. We have a big collection. I'm sure you'd love to come and see it. We very rarely ride them because the racing circuit that we have is from the 1930s, and it's quite dilapidated. We haven't got round actually to doing it back up again, because we were hoping one day to organise some motor racing days for the public on the estate, where people could come and they could either race their own classic car, or they could watch some heroes of yesteryear racing classic cars around the Cousins estate racing track. But by all means, come and buy a ticket, £40 a day. Like I say, you'll need 2 days. But the classic car and classic motorbike hangar is a highlight of the trip. John Farrell says, is it VR? We do have a VR version of it. But you'd need a VR headset. But we do sell the VR headsets in the Cousins Estate country shop, along with a number of different cheeses. From Daisy the cow, who is our prize-winning cow, heifer, I don't know. Tina says, how do you think all this stuff up? Because I've been to many, many country estates. I know what country estates are like, because I've been dragged around them by my parents, and I have dragged my kids around plenty of them. Haven't I, Elsa? Nothing, never mind, she's got her headphones on. She's no idea what I'm talking about. John Farrell says, Stephen, have you been drinking? Only my favourite full-fat milk, John. Whether my wife has put vodka in it, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. That is the kind of thing she would do. Jeff Partridge says, motor racing on the council estate, donuts optional. If only we had Marcus Holmes here, he would give us an example, a virtual example of donuts on a council estate. Anthony says, I'm sure Lord March will be thrilled to find that there is another circuit close by. Now, is Lord March the guy in Bexhill? Is that the Bexhill racing circuit? I don't know. My history fails me there. Tell me who Lord March is. Where is his motor racing circuit? Not Brands Hatch, is it? Bexhill-on-Sea is a little bit east of here. You have to go past Brighton, past Eastbourne, and then you'll get to Bexhill-on-Sea. Bexhill-on-Sea is well known as the home of British motor racing. Oh, Goodwood. Okay, Goodwood is, in fact, nearer than Bexhill. Yeah, Goodwood. We have very close ties, obviously, with Goodwood. Sometimes when they have trouble fitting an event into the calendar, we try and accommodate it. Very busy they are at Goodwood. Oh yeah, that's the live one. Elsa's intrigued by the live streaming software. So the one on the right is what's happening now. The one on the left is either due to be live in a minute or has already been live. Yeah, nobody likes that. The zoomed in one, nobody likes it because it makes me look... it's a bit too close to my face for comfort for people. Elsa says that is a bit scary. You guys can't see the close-up one, but in our preview window, the close-up shot is there, and yeah, Elsa says it looks a bit scary. Jonathan Cost is on. He says, good evening, both. Hello, Jonathan. I gather you're trusting Rowley into the care of Mr. Deering for a couple of days. That's very brave of you, Jonathan, to be honest. Jeff Parcher says, boom, Jeff, the Ultrameister is back in the room. Yes, it is Elsa, Jonathan. Wave to Jonathan, Elsa. John Farrell says, well done, Elsa. Anthony says, have you turned Elsa's mic on? No. No, Elsa's mic is not on. She's technically, she's not taking part in the live stream. She's doing her own thing. She's got her headphones on. She's just finished 3K. Are you going to go further? Or are you stopping? Okay. Oh, you can do a little bit of a walk break. Okay. So yeah, she's got her headphones on. She's watching Netflix. And we have just over a kilometre to go. We've done 4K. 4 kilometres completed for the Yellow Beacon group. Well done, Jeff. Jeff's finished. Says, cheers all. See you tomorrow. Well done, Mr. Partridge. Glad to have you back. Paul Deering says, well done, Elsa. My daughter is just sat on the sofa playing Sims. Oh, do you know what? I was just about to say I've never seen you play Sims. You... Oh, right, so she... Right, Elsa, I was going to say Elsa doesn't play Sims, but apparently she does play Sims. I've just been informed. Right. Rowley is coming to stay at the Arlington Hotel here in Worthing. So, yeah, very nice hotel. Jeff says it's good to be back. Tina has a short progressive run tomorrow if anyone's interested. What day is it tomorrow? Friday. What, in the morning? Oh, I see, you're just telling us that you are doing a short progressive. Is this in the morning or is this during our evening run? We will be on tomorrow with the Brighton Marathon training session. It is the second last one. We've got one more after tomorrow. Jonathan, it is very close to us. The Arlington Hotel is about half a mile from our house, maybe a bit more. One kilometre from our house. So yeah, very near. So yeah, we'll be doing the Brighton Marathon medium long run training session tomorrow. 90 minutes from 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Come and join us for as little or all of that. As little as you want or all of it. We're happy to have you for just 10 minutes, 5K, 10K, or the full 90 minutes. Whatever you want to do, come and join us tomorrow. Brighton Marathon medium long run training at 6 p.m. We'll see you there. Leebet says, well done everyone. See you all tomorrow night. So Nick, I think Nick must have just finished as well. We have got just over half a kilometre left to run. Amy's not going to make it tomorrow. She's going out and getting drunk on a Friday night, as is her way. No, what are you doing, Amy, tomorrow? Are you taking the... I bet she's taking the kids to football. That's what Amy does. I bet she's taking the kids to football. She's going to be a taxi service tomorrow night. Well done if you are just finishing. Thanks for joining today. We will move on next week and do a different achievement badge. Make sure to look at the list in the description to see which one we are likely to be doing. There's no guarantee that we'll do the next one on the list, but I will probably set it up to be the next one on the list in the description of the Bag That Badge series. So let me have a look. Events. So we've done the 5K loop today. Let's have a look what we could do next week. So after the 5K loop is chili pepper. So we'll probably do chili pepper next week. It looks like chili pepper is the next one on the list. Paul Hayward says last day of work tomorrow. Easter holidays are approaching. Laurie, take care. Laurie is going on her call with her manager. She's going to try and make it to the long run tomorrow. And John Farrell says, Victoria, happy birthday for tomorrow. Yeah. Victoria is 58 years old tomorrow. Amy is taking Sophie to Brownies, and she might run outside while she's there. So that's what Amy is doing tomorrow. Paul Hayward has 4 weeks holiday tomorrow, starting after work tomorrow. 4 weeks off. That is crazy. Cheltenham Ladies College has it easy. That's for sure. And here we go, up to 30 minutes with just 200 metres left to do. We've done 5k, just the last 200 metres left of our run. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate your company. Well done to those of you who've run. Paul Hayward, Tiago, Amy, Amanda. Thanks for running with me, guys. Anthony says, Stephen, you're living on the edge again. Why? Just by saying my wife's age? I don't see why that should cause me trouble. Of course, if I am in trouble, I can always get my chauffeur to take me round to the lodgings on the estate. I can spend the night there, let my wife cool down on her own. Talking about living on the edge, Tina says it's his permanent spot, Anthony. That is true, to be honest. Okay, just coming up to the finish. Well done, everybody. By the way, if you haven't watched my video on the Film My Run channel of my 20-mile race on Sunday, that is now live for everyone. So, yeah, on the Film My Run YouTube channel, the story of my Kingston 20-mile race. That is up on the Film My Run channel now, so if you want to go and have a watch of that, please do. That'd be much appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the Zwift Run channel or the Film My Run channel, what are you doing? Where have you been? Please go and click that like and subscribe button now on either channel, this channel, the Zwift Run channel, or my other channel, the Film My Run channel. Please go and subscribe to those channels. Much appreciated. Jeff Partridge, yes, of course, we haven't talked about Barkley, have we? The Brits are doing really well at Barkley. Hopefully, Damien Hall is going to finish. He got 4 loops last year. If you don't know, the Barkley Marathons is on. By the way, there's Elsa. Elsa's finished her run. How far did you do? She did 4K. Brilliant. Well done, Elsa. So, yeah, the Barkley Marathons is on. They are into the 4th loop now. So, Jasmine Paris could become the first woman ever to complete all 5 loops of the Barkley Marathons. And that would be incredible if she manages that. No woman has ever done it. 17 different men have done it, but no woman. And Jasmine Paris from the UK is on her 4th loop now with plenty of time. She did the first 3 loops in 32 hours, so she has 28 hours to do 2 more loops. So that is phenomenal. So fingers crossed for Jasmine Paris, but also fingers crossed for Damien Hall. Damien Hall has also started loop number 4, so 2 loops to do for him. And he got 4 loops done last year. He went on to the 5th loop, but got lost and didn't make it back in time. So fingers crossed he goes 1 better this year and completes 5 loops of the Barkley this year. My friend Henrik, he tapped out after 1.5 loops. He didn't quite make a 2nd loop. My friend Henrik, who you will know from the Barkley, from the Backyard Ultras in Suffolk, If you watch Backyard Ultra videos that I've done from Suffolk, you'll see Henrik featuring there. He was at Barkley this year, but he got one loop completed and then got lost on the second loop. And also Harvey Lewis, who is the world record holder at Backyard Ultras. He tapped out as well on the second loop with Hendrik. They ran together and they didn't make it back for the second loop. Jeff Partridge says, well done, Elsa, on your 4K. Paul Deering says, amazing, Elsa. Paul Hayward says, well done, Elsa, good work. Anthony says, well done, Elsa. You will soon be doing a spot with your mum on Zwift. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Elsa and Victoria, a live stream on Zwift. Very good. Right. Paul Hayward says, have you done Barkley Power Station Park Run, Jeff? That would be a good one to do. Right, we're going to have a shower. I'm going to have a shower. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Brighton Marathon long run training, medium long run training at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Keep your eyes on the Barkley Marathons to see if Jasmine and Damien manage to finish. And John Kelly as well. John Kelly, who's going for 4 finishes. So John Kelly's done 3. Another friend of mine, somebody I've interviewed on the channel, Park Ruin. John Kelly, somebody I've interviewed on the channel, has finished the Barkley 3 times. He's going for a 4th time, and he is also out on Loop 4 with Damien and Jasmine. So fingers crossed for all of them. Keep your eyes open. The main place to go is Twitter. If you follow a guy called Keith Dunn, look up Keith Dunn on Twitter. He's the guy who is well known for keeping everybody up to date with what's going on at the Barkley Marathons. Right, Victoria says, well done to everyone who ran. We will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening, whatever you're doing. Bye-bye. Oh, my button didn't work. Damn it. Right, I'm going to have to do it manually. I forgot the buttons didn't work today. I don't know why the button didn't work. But if you bear with me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. No, not that one. Is it this one? I don't think it's that one. Maybe it's the one next to it. Here we go. Finish logo. There we go. Right. Hang on. Bye, everyone. Oh, no. Here we go.